Hello, my name is Linda Garsha, and I'm a student in Dr. Strange's EDM 310 class at the University of South Alabama. This is my final reflection on the EDM class. At first, I have to honestly admit that when I got the first email before class even started, I was actually very intimidated and thought that I would quit the class before I even began, because I thought that technology was not going to be useful in the classroom. And I was actually very wrong. I set aside all my fears and went to the class. And the very first day, it was very interesting. We had to start immediately using the technology. We started a blog post, which I have never ever used a blog post, so I never used it. We had to make up a Twitter account. We had to have Gmail. We had to have all of this stuff that I've never used before. And that was a challenge for me. But it was a very interesting challenge. It was not something that I was fighting. It was more something that I feared. Not knowing what it was, not knowing how to use it. So it was a big challenge for me, because it actually forced me to use this technology that I was so afraid of learning how to do. But with the help of Dr. Strange, as well as his fantastic tutors that he has in the classroom to help you, not to do it for you, but to help you do it and to teach you how to do it and to learn from it, it was amazing. We were utilizing such things as Wordle, which is just pretty cool in itself, where you just put a whole bunch of words together and you can actually make a photo or something very interesting with this Wordle. My most favorite one was the iMovie, to where we could make a book trailer. If someone can invest so much money into getting customers to go see a movie, what's the cost of it to get your child to want to go see and read a book? And so that was one of my favorite things to do. Also, we used TimeToast, which I've never used before, and it was interesting to make a timeline. We had two projects to where we had to use two timelines, and so that was a very interesting project to do. We used YouTube. Now I know how to embed our projects into our blog post, so that's really interesting, as well as this final reflection will be done through YouTube. Skype, I kind of know how to use Skype already, so it wasn't something new to me, but it's still a great tool to use, because you can converse with other students from around the world. I mean, what if you're just learning how to speak English and you can speak to someone on a regular basis that speaks English, so that you would be able to utilize that opportunity to help a student to correctly do their English. Um, the most important thing, I think, was that we were allowed to do was to blog. Not that I fully enjoyed blogging, but it was an interesting concept that you could learn so much more information from other teachers who do blog. We had several projects to where we had to read and read other teachers' blogs, and they were interesting topics, and with those topics you were given to another link and to another link, to where you can continue to learn and go on from there. Everything that we learned in the EDM class, we can actually, I guess you could say, pay it forward and use this technology to further our students. I think one of the most important projects that Dr. Strange gave to us was to not use technology for 24 hours and see how your life, just your regular everyday life, could be without technology. without a cell phone, without a computer, without internet, without anything. And if we can't live without a cell phone, if we can't live without a computer or internet, how can we expect our students to do the same thing and not be advancing in their education? So, Dr. Strange, I commend you on that particular project because it does open your eyes to let you know that you can't do it without technology. I mean, you could, really, but with the way the technology is advancing every day to keep our students one step ahead of other students, we need to have this technology. So it was, you know, from the beginning of class till now, I'm sure Dr. Strange has heard it a bazillion times that um, you don't think you're going to use it ever, and then all of a sudden at the end when you're at your final reflection, you find out just how much your perception can change when you actually start using what he's teaching. And with his philosophy of no Burt-back education, it was awesome. I mean, you could go and research everything on your own. He's providing you with the information. Use it and continue to use it. Continue to learn as a teacher. Don't stop and think, oh, well, I've got this stuff, I don't need to learn anymore. Continue to move forward, and you can learn a lot. Dr. Strange, I'd like to thank you. I'd like to thank your tutors who were very helpful in the EDM class.